A fight for the right to be number one. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Spell Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, Daniels throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Check. 53's Mike. I got him.
Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Right there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Completes it to Powell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
53 is the mic.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 25 carries, 124 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another 1st down.
On the set. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
We own them. We own them.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. The ball comes out. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
I'm on.
Second and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
61, matchbox lights. Ready.
Back to throw here. Powell on the catch. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Hard.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
15 line.
Mike 53.
Hey, seam 6.
Second and 2. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Watch the twist.
Kill. X3. 218, chopper.
Turn it up.
5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jerry Tillery has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And an alley to run. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They've clinched the AFC West right now. You know, when you're in that 3 or 4 slot as they are, you have to host the first round. You'd love to be the 1 or 2, but at least you get to play at home if you're in one of those slots.
Yeah, they're happy to be in the playoffs. And as you noted, the downside is, okay, you didn't get one of the top 2 seeds, so you don't get the bye week. But for them, okay, the next best thing is hosting in the wild card round and then taking it from there. So they'll take that, and I think their fans will celebrate too.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Hey, let's go.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
2nd and 5.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
Open is Powell. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Uchenna Nwosu. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see you, boy. I see you.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've come upon. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Okay, ready?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got him.
Hey.
Motion. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Bravo.
Watch the screen. 53 to Mike.
And the blitz does come.
Here we go.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Chris Jones on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Get ready.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Mike, 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Bryant has it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You better talk to your boy.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
All day, baby, all day. Check 52. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Right up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. Watch a slap.
Back to throw. Daniels. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Come on, baby.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game. And it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. Even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked, because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's a party now.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Get ready. Get ready.
To throw again, Daniels. And incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Come on, O-line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out, and he's going to go down again. Uchenna Nwosu. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53's Mike. Pick me up.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
18 Gator.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Yo.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a fumble.
Come on.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Me and you all day. I'm shooting.
They'll look to throw here. Powell with a first down and more. Completes it to Powell. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
50 plant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Hustle.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Pushing his way inside the 40. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run there by Johnson. 41 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.